But like a lot of us, right? We're amateurs. So how are you going to compare with that? Okay, when I was teaching, now, when I was young as well, of course I have, I can go in easily. But now, like I said, I'm almost 70 now, and I've been teaching for 20 years. So even my speed, I found it is really, really slow, because also in lockdown now, I don't have people, to really work with. So I can only punching thin air. So that's why we call it single person training. So from the punching the thin air, it brings up the seats. Why punching in the thin air? Yeah. For example, there was this term in Chinese. We keep on saying, oh, stopping short. Excuse me, stopping short. What do you mean stopping short? Yes, Chinese martial art, we talk about respect. So if you go over the board, when your behavior is terrible because you cannot control yourself. That's why you have to stop short. And I've been told of many, many times when I cross-hang with a lot of these masters in China, in Hong Kong, because I'm learning because I want him to beat me up so I know where my mistake is. So I can change. I can correct myself. So if I don't go out there cross-hang with people, how the hell, what makes you think that what I learn works? True? Okay. So when I was, shall we say, exchanging, all the techniques, right, with other style, right? Okay, I just react because that's where I train. Now, I don't know what I'm doing. The first one, you touch me, I grab you, and this one, and I go in as well with my movement. It's a reflexes. So now you're telling me, and I got told off. Hey, calm down. You hit, you hurt me. I said, oh, sorry. I don't train to stop short. Now, this is another big misinterpretation in a lot of Chinese martial arts. I know. You should have, I got told off, oh, you have no control of yourself. Wow. Well, my answer to that, yes, you said I might not have control of myself, but I don't train to control myself if I really want, I put it myself into, the situation, right? And that's why, have you seen a boxer or a kicker, right? Will stop short when they're kicking the bags and punching the bag. You tell them to stop short. Is it possible? Of course not possible. What is the matter with these guys? They're living in blinking dreams. Huh? Can they accept that? Fighting is different from talking. You can talk. Oh, I use my tiger claw. And when you come here, I do this. Stop talking. Get out there. Simple as that. So this is also another big problem, Like I said, I'm a Chinese, I'm a Chinaman, and I feel ashamed. There's only a small group of people. I'm not saying, I say a small group of people really bring shame on our fighting arts. True? Yeah. And then when I think funny thing here, why? Because I have a full, because if it's pair training, I can't really hit my partner, can I? Okay, yeah. So, okay, you said you can punch the bags, right? But sometimes the bags, we don't, because the Chinese martial art, we specialize on these things. There's nothing for me to grip on the bags, can I? Right? So, for example, you punch me, and I'm relaxed, and they already block you, right? Okay, so I'm reacting. So all the time, anything that comes to me, sensitivity, I will use choi. So 8 essences, choi, finger work. Okay, so I cannot use it on a back. Okay, we could do dummy, but dummy, sometimes you cannot really move it because all the dummy are very, very round things, and it's going to be good for conditioning. It's good for conditioning, but the techniques wise is very, very limited. So therefore, the only thing I can allow myself to really get into a real punch or real kick situation is to leash out. So when you leash out, right, punching thin air. So there's one good thing about, the important thing is when you train by yourself, right? Not only just the techniques, you can actually, I can leash out. Okay. Now, for example, external punches, for example, right? I just punch. Now I sit here. Okay, yeah. So external punches. Okay, yeah. Now internal punches, one part move, all part move. Which one is more powerful? You can compare. So because I'm punching thin air, I'm not worried about punching my partner when I train with a pair training. So this is very, very important. So that means I can add one part move, all part move, nine joint of it all the time, and a continuation of my techniques. So allow me that freedom. So single training, single per individual training on the forms give you the freedom, right, to express when you learn enough the seeds of the skill, the techniques. How many techniques you know? So also that's from here, right? Yeah, it's consciousness to subconsciousness. Because when we learn, it's conscious movements. Okay, we have to drill. So that's why drilling into reflexes. So the conscious movements. Okay, yeah. So for example, like I said, like if I like this, okay. All right, so okay. So if you don't know what I'm doing, okay, yeah. So what are you doing? Or like this, what are you doing?
5 minutes, Professor.
Thank you. Yeah. So these are conscious. I'm learning conscious. That means going through my mind joint connect with my body. I'm not just waving my arms about. So if somebody throw me a punch, now this is my block, right? Yeah. So I'm correcting my lines, my angles. So the depth of my, so we got the, obviously the depth, the distance wise, okay? So I wouldn't recommend people to do, you know, blocking people right in front of you, like looking at the mirror. This is too near. So, okay, you turn the mirror around, shall we say we can do that, right? Or I can do this, so sit reading, but it's too near. So if this is, right, too near to your face. So even a punch come in, you can block it, but when we punch you with a hand. So would it be better, I block you out here? So see, from here to there, distance, isn't it not internal, space and time? So the space is the distance. So I'm correcting myself. So therefore I don't block it here. I block it there. So like a silk reeling. So when I do this, I also can capture his fist. Like it's difficult to, you know, because I don't have a partner, but I tried, you know, when the pandemic over, I can do a bit more with a partner. We can, you know, exchange a bit more. Okay, yeah. So from here, so the speed comes in. Okay, yeah. So what I could do this way, or I can do this way, right? So everything goes through my brain. It's, you know, I was trying to, you know, obviously try to sensitize, okay, but with the techniques. So therefore, drilling from the consciousness into the subconsciousness. Okay, yeah. That's I'll block you, grab you. No, this one, second one come. So I'm just drilled it until into my reflexes. Because in the real situation, you don't have time to think. That's why a lot of people, especially in the pub, I see so many people in the pub, you know, let me think, a bling punch come over. You think. When you do your tiger claw, you're going to do your crane. It doesn't work that way. So this is different between martial artists and martial fighters. Okay,